5 months in this business. And I said, well, I love the Lumi. I share it with the people and I tell them to share it with other people. And she's like, no. What did you do before this? And I told her my backstory and she said, oh, you earned a lot of your stripes before you even got here. My mouth is so dry. Anyway, so I'm going to take you back and I'm going to tell you a little bit how I earned my stripes. That was supposed to be there. This is me back in the day. So cute. Thank you so much, Lacey. Love you. You don't get what you want. You get what you believe you deserve, okay? Back in 2013, I got off of a plane from Australia, okay? I was lucky enough to spend my last semester of college studying there abroad. I wouldn't necessarily call it lucky because in order to get there, I had to work 40 hours a week in college. I worked every single week to be able to afford my school, my rent, my books. I paid for Australia in cash because I couldn't qualify for any loans. It was a little crazy. When I landed back in the States, I had a few dollars to my name, okay? I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I started applying for jobs. I got denied from literally everything. They wouldn't even hire me as a bartender. When I finally landed a job in staffing and recruiting, Lauren Steelman, you know what that is like. I was elated, but I was also desperate to win, okay? My CEO told this on stage one day when he promoted me, but in that first week, they sent me to training in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I couldn't even afford to get there, okay? I called my CEO on the phone. I was literally, 23 years old, and I said, listen, I'm going to make you a lot of money one day, but I cannot afford to get myself to Raleigh. Can you please lend me some money? And he was like, okay, sure, you're so crazy. So I got there. I didn't have any professional clothing. I borrowed my friend's mom's high heels that were a size too big for me. I wore the exact same outfit almost every single day of that training. And when I started that job, I was told no every single day. People laughed in my face. They literally slammed doors before I could even walk through them. My coworkers mocked me when I showed up to that office at 6 a.m. and I wasn't winning any deals. And I was commission-based, okay? But I had a will to win. And what is a winner? A winner is a loser who tried one more time, okay? That is the only difference. And one of the best mentors of my life told me something, and it changed me. He said, what you believe about yourself is the most powerful force in your life, okay? And I'm literally an example of that. Because if you tell yourself that you deserve the world, you're going to get it. It's either going to get you the life of your dreams or it will cripple you. That's how much power your words have to yourself, okay? My effort and my confidence, honestly, ran laps around people, even when I wasn't winning. And it always has. I tell myself that I deserve the life of my dreams, and I truly wholeheartedly believe that for all of you. That self-confidence mixed with massive, unapologetic action is what made me eventually win every single award at that company. And at the age of 26, I was promoted to open their Atlanta market over dozens of other applicants, some of them twice my age, okay? I was pumped. I thought that I had it all. My life was made. This is going to be sick. It's awesome. And then I realized that I was making money for someone else's dreams to come true. And I missed birthdays. I missed events with my friends and my family. I had what they called the golden handcuffs, and I was working for someone else. And then I realized that I was actually made for so much more than that. Okay, so why do I tell you that story? Because, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going to break the fourth wall here. I hear people say all the time, oh, Gretchen's an influencer. Oh, she has all these followers. She's got it. She has this. She has that. I don't have that. I can't do what she does. When I started this business, I had 900 followers on Instagram and 0 social media experience. I had never sold a product in my life. I couldn't even figure out how to order the Lumi. Carly Durst had to order it for me wherever you are. Hello? I had to Venmo her for it because I couldn't figure out how to do it. But when she showed me that comp plan, I looked at her and I said, bet, let's do it. So I didn't ever think about what I didn't have. I thought about what I do have, and I have a voice, a will to win. I have energy, and I was sitting and am sitting in the exact same vehicle that you are right now, which is new skin. And I figured it out. And I'm going to be really vulnerable with you guys for a second, and I appreciate and thankful for the space to do so. But there was a point in my life when I had two choices, and I could believe my own mom, who said, I've never been proud of anything you've ever done in your life. I don't believe in you. I don't think you're going to be anything. I could choose to believe that, or I could choose to believe the exact opposite, that I am worthy, that I am lovable, that I am literally made for greatness, like all of you are. And I thank God every single day that I chose to believe in myself, okay? I want you to memorize this. Faith and fear both demand that you believe in something and thank God I chose faith and I did not choose to believe that fear. Okay. And I hope that it's not that deep for you. I hope it's just some silly little thought in your head. Maybe you're afraid of what Susie from high school is going to say, or maybe you are afraid that you're going to fail, or you're not going to be good at this, or you're not going to be good at this. But I say this with so much love. I feel like some of you find so much comfort in saying that. You find comfort in, oh, well, I don't have that. I don't look like that. I don't have that experience. I don't have this. I don't have this. You say it because you want it. Two reasons, in my opinion. You think that that's relatable and you want people to like you, or you need outside validation. And if that is how you live, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. I want you to think about who you spend 24 hours a day with in your entire life. It's you. Mom, your dad, your sister, your spouse, your kids, it doesn't matter. You spend every single day with you. So if you do not speak into you, if you do not believe in you, then when you are down and you are crying in the shower and you don't know how to take the next step and you don't know what to do and you fail and you fail and you fail, who is going to pick you up? It's not someone else. It's not some outside validation. It's literally you. So if you are sitting there and you're wondering how to take the next steps, it's going to be your thoughts that move your feet. And let's talk about moving your feet for a second, okay? When you leave this event, starting literally tonight, are you going to let faith or fear dictate your next move? Are you going to say, I don't know how. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. Nobody cares what I have to say. I've never done that before. Or are you going to get to work? Because a little news flash, you do not learn how to swim by reading about water. You do learn how to swim by reading about water. You don't learn this business by listening to other people's stories. It can help, but you don't get confident by reading self-help books. You don't get better at Instagram by watching everyone else and never posting anything of your own. You learn how to swim by jumping in the damn pool. I think about my perfect baby girl, Lemon. She started swim lessons at 8 months old. How? She jumped in. Well, she didn't really jump because she couldn't even walk. But she knew that her instructor and her mom and her dad were right there to catch her. And she failed, if you will. She swallowed water, she kicked, she screamed. But in a few months, she can float on her back for over a minute. And she can monkey crawl her entire pool. Do you want to see? Because it's really cute. I think there's audio. Do it again.
There we go.
So
Yeah. Good job, baby. Good job, honey. Oh, you're so.
anyway, it's so cute. Oh, there's a Chanel magazine. Oh God, how'd they do that to me? Anyway. That's what this business is like. Most people want to swim, but they're too afraid to jump. They wait and they watch and they dip their toes and they kind of. But if you just jump in, knowing that your mentors, your people are right there to catch you, you will learn and you will grow. And I promise that you will win, but you will never learn, aka you will never win if you don't go all in. Okay, this next year at New Skin, will literally make history. I am so positive of it. Are you going to be a part of it? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Or are you going to look back and realize that you missed it? And for what? Because you didn't have the courage to believe in yourself, because you cared about Susie, because you cared about this, because you cared about this. You thought about everything that could go wrong. Not me. My daughter doesn't deserve that. I don't deserve that. We are sitting on the best vehicle at the exact right time. Don't miss it because you're too busy reading about how to swim. Don't be that person. You are so much better than that. And you are made for greatness. I absolutely promise you. Ricky asked me, I'm almost done. Ricky asked me on stage in Greece, what would I say to someone who had someone leave their team? And I said, talking about that makes me $0. It actually takes money out of my family's. It takes money out of my family's pockets to sit in that pain. Okay? And I've had people leave me. I've had people saying no to me for decades. I've had people laugh at me. I've had people say, good luck making pennies in your business. I've had someone say, I've never been proud of anything that you've ever done in your entire life. Okay? I want you to memorize this. Maybe you were given that mountain to show others that it can be moved. Okay? Because guess what? There are people who are going to leave. Get with it. It's okay, and it's going to happen. And people are looking at you. How did she handle when someone left? Did she cry about it? Did she talk about it? Did she wait? Did she waddle? Whatever. Or did she say, that's all right. What can we learn from it, if anything? And did we move on? Okay? I've been in the dark more times than I would like to admit, but I pull myself out of that with my self-belief. And here's the truth. The most powerful force in your entire life will always be your own thoughts and the choices that you make. I believe to my core that no one owes me anything in this world except me. Okay? I owe me everything. I owe my team everything. I owe my daughter, my husband, our family, everything. I will never, ever have the opportunity for Lennon to look at me and say, oh, Mom, why didn't you do that? Why didn't you try that? Why didn't you go all in on Prism? It could be this. Look at all these other people who did it, and you didn't do it because you thought X, Y, and Z. That will never, ever be my life. So I'll leave you with this. No one is coming to do this for you. Not a book, not a podcast, not a mentor. You are the one who decides every single day to put your feet on the ground and say, I owe this to me. If everyone in this room carried that belief, we wouldn't just hit goals. We would make history, and we would build legacies that will last generations. Be all in. Otherwise, what is the point in even being here? I love you guys so much. Thank you so much.